listening, and they just vote, and we go nuts. Just like, we won! So Daniel said, the mayor's asked me to put an organization together, a committee, to win the Super Bowl for either 50 or 51. And we wanted nothing to do with 51. Who wants Super Bowl 51? Yeah, don't bother. I can't be bothered. It's a pitch, it's a ball game, right? We're pitching against two other cities who have had the Super Bowl before in warm weather. That's a big deal. So you've got Houston and I think Miami, right? Okay.
10 times Miami.
Yeah, and then they look at the weather report, and I think it's going to rain. But
it's an outdoor event. Why would that bother anybody?
That's football. But anyway, we said I love to work on that because I love the city, and I've done many things for the Goodby National Parks. I'm on the board of the Bay Lights. I love the city. I want to make the city successful. It's less about the game and more about, I'm proud of the city. Let's win this. That's how I looked at it. So what's the insight? So you got to go to 32 owners, and they're son of a bitches.
Rich son of a bitches.
Oh my God, they got the rings, they got money, and you can't tell them anything. On top of that, you get the NFL. You can't tell them anything. I mean, they run the world here. How are we going to get through to these guys who are really comfortable going to Miami and really comfortable going to Houston? And we're a little bit arty, a little bit weird, a little bit, oh my God, gay people are okay.
Left coast.
Left coast. Whoa, right? And, oh, by the way, there was no such thing as Levi Stadium to me. It was never pitched to me. I didn't know about it. If it was in the works, I didn't know. That was important because it was now their coming out party of the stadium in Santa Clara. I think the deal they made is that the city wanted to get to call it San Francisco, even though it's going to be down in Santa Clara. So it was really a Bay Area Super Bowl, but we really hit San Francisco hard because it's a magic place. The Bay Area is the most innovative place in the world. In the world, it is ground zero. I hate to use ground zero in the negative way, in the positive way. It's happening here. No other place in the world. And there's 32 owners. Wouldn't they like that? Now the twist of that was, I know enough about football to know about the West Coast offense. Very innovative.
Which still really was the Bill Walsh offense. They
Stanford University.
Because they didn't want to say Bill Walsh was a genius because they didn't like they were a genius at football.
And there you go. Where did this happen? Silicon Valley.
Exactly right.
The football game was changed because of Silicon Valley. That's pretty amazing. Way back. Then I found out, research, that they spread the wealth of the West Coast offense all over the country. Kind of like what Silicon Valley's done. They do it here and it's spread. And so I thought maybe that's the idea. I conceived it all around that one idea that Silicon Valley, which is where the game is going to play, is the center for innovation. And maybe it started with the West Coast offense, just to bring it into football a little bit. Okay? You took this plastic thing. The owners had never seen anything like this. As soon as you took the top off, it started playing. You didn't. I don't think, or you either closed this thing and it's just started playing the video that I'm going to play now. So nothing had never been packaged like that. I mean, it's not like the best video we've ever made in our life, but it gets the idea across.
Few coaches in the National Football League have influenced the game more than Bill Walsh. More than 20 of his former assistant coaches, and many of their former assistants, currently run their own versions of Walsh's West Coast offense.
It's time to invent the future. The future doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. It happens with innovation.
And he told me of his dream to make the first computer-animated feature film.
We as a group love to be challenged to do something that's never been done before.
A mainstream electric car can be better than a gasoline car.
We want you to be able to tune in to the world and see things in a way that you haven't been able to see them before.
revolutionary idea in financial services.
Perfect intersection between art and engineering.
Successful companies start with very audacious goals.
I think it's the most beautiful place on earth. I mean, I always have. This whole area here is just so gorgeous.
You have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing.
Here's the reason why everything we do is so hard. Because everything we do is impossible.
So there you go. So that is, it's like, how can Houston win? How
after
can
that.
they can't. That's basically the idea. And then the other thing.
So the kernel of the idea is, you're saying, let's tie the innovation inherent in Silicon Valley to the innovation we can bring to the Americas, to the Super Bowl, to America's biggest game.
And the little bit of a joke was, hey, maybe it started with the West Coast offense,
Right.
which brings it full circle.
Right.
The second part of it, we didn't, this wasn't the video the owners saw. This came right afterward, but I'm showing it because the owners were told about it.
Okay.
Okay.
In 2016, the Bay Area will host Super Bowl 50. Local organizers have pledged to use the big game to raise millions for low-income youth programs. So how do you draw attention to the fundraising effort a year in advance? Hijack the pre-game hype for Super Bowl 49 and promise the most star-studded Super Bowl commercial ever with an online teaser.
From directors Francis Ford Coppola, Sofia Coppola, and Roman Coppola, in collaboration with The Lonely Island, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny Glover, Rob Schneider.
With the promise of more than 30 celebrities in one spot, you whip up the pre-game frenzy.
In an effort to raise money for local nonprofits, the host committee is running a 60-second spot during this year's Super Bowl, and it will feature a wide array of local celebrities.
And after building all that anticipation and generating all that buzz for the nonprofit, you pull a media head fake and during the game, run the biggest, most star-studded Super Bowl commercial of all time on AM radio.
The 50 Fund
is
a Bay Area
nonprofit
pledging 25% of
the
proceeds
from hosting Super Bowl 50
back to
local charities.
And in the end, you've generated a ton of attention for a worthy
Sample the word from every one of these people put on just for the hype. But anyway, so that was 50 Fund. So they heard about was that the funds were going to go back, and I actually
into the community.
And I actually believe that is now going to be the model for every Super Bowl. So again, innovation.